Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. My name is Derek, and today I'm joined by Tommy, and I'm also joined by Karen. And we are going to be discussing what's happening on GH for the last 2 weeks, the weeks from episodes airing from February 10th to February 21st, 2025. And Tommy's going to roll the credits, and we'll get right into it.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome, Tommy. Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Karen's a little under the weather, so I'm going to try and fulfill the audio part.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. We'll start off with what happened on Monday, February 10th. So Jason meets with Tracy. He just got back from Germany from looking after Michael, and Tracy tells him that everyone knows that Sasha is the father of. I'm sorry, Jason is the father of Sasha's baby. Pardon me. Meanwhile, Felicia meets with Cody at the Port Charles Grill, and she's attempting to get him to see Sasha's point of view on the situation where he outed to everyone that Jason was the father of her baby. So later on, Sasha comes in, and Felicia, being the peacemaker that she is, negotiates peace between the two of them, and they finally get to a place where they're at peace. And then Cody is. I can't read that. It's backwards. All right. All right. So Cody, so Sasha arrives, and Cody and her finally make peace, and then he ruins it all when Jason arrives, and he lays into him about being the father of Sasha's baby in front of everyone again.
So, Sasha's significantly younger than Jason, correct?
Yes.
Like 20 plus years?
Yeah, at least.
Did they sleep together on screen? Did this happen?
They've never slept together. No, Michael is the father of the baby, but they're lying to cover that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is Michael in Germany? Why is he recovering in Germany?
He was burned in a fire at Sunny's penthouse.
No, I know that, but why Germany?
Because that's where the doctors that can help him restore his injuries are the best at, and they were the ones that restored Ava's face.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, not that long ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember she had like a scar.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to GH. Rick fills Elizabeth in on what Cyrus' role entails, and then Cyrus overhears. Christina is at the park and with Donna and Avery, and then Ava shows up and wants to take Avery back to her new place to show her, and Christina throws a fit, of course, and is not happy about it. Then Rick and Elizabeth appear, and Rick gets Ava out of there, and then they go back to her place, and they share their very first kiss.
Wait, who does?
Yes, thumbs up.
Who does? Rick and
Ava.
And Ava, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah. He also said he's going to work pro bono for her, and that's when they kiss. So I don't know if the kiss was about because he's working pro bono for her, but I think it's because they really like each other.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. Then we'll get to Nina and Carly. They're talking about working together to break up Will and Drew. I would personally love this. We haven't seen it yet, but I would absolutely love to see them team up, and certainly maybe not, they will never be friends, but maybe they'll start to get to a point where they actually enjoy working together for a common cause.
Right.
Now. Probably not, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Willow is meeting with Martin at the PC Grill, where Felicia is also nearby, talking to Sasha and Cody as well. And Martin tells Willow that they need to dig up dirt in order for her to win custody of the children, and in the divorce as well. Jocelyn gets a lead from Brennan to look into people associated with Cyrus, and she finds the address of the late Austin Gatlin Holt. So we're bringing back the Austin story. Finally, right, Karen?
In 2 years?
It's been
Wow.
2 years. Yeah, it's been at least 2 years since he was
Wow.
murdered, and we still don't know who did it. Well, we do now. We have a good idea, but anyway,
Is it implied that it's Cyrus that
yeah,
did it? Okay.
it is. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Curtis meets with Jordan and Sidwell to discuss the Esplanade, and Curtis warns Jordan to be careful about love this. After the confrontation at Port Charles Grill, Jason follows Sasha to the boathouse, and he agrees to keep pretending to be the father of Sasha's babies for Michael's sake, in a history repeating itself moment, because he did the same thing to Carly back in the day when she was pregnant with Michael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why don't they want people to know that Michael is the father?
Because
Oh, go ahead, Karen. Go ahead, Karen.
because it would screw up the custody battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Sasha has a whole bunch of other reasons.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, Sasha's. I mean, like, I get what they're doing, but well, Jason does agree to this, but on one condition: as long as they tell Danny the truth about that he's actually not the father of Sasha's baby, because he doesn't want to set Danny up to be hurt to find out that he doesn't have another sibling.
And how old is Danny?
He's in his teens.
Oh, he's a teen. Okay.
Yeah, maybe early teens, maybe 14, 15.
Did that just happen? Did they just like cast a teen?
It's been a while. He's been on. It's been a couple. How long has it been, Karen? Danny's been on?
Like maybe 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, at least a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Martin agrees to go. Goes to see Cyrus at the Port Charles Grill, and he wants to go with him at Charlie's to start clearing his name and clear things up with Lucky and Liz.
Was this Jonathan Jackson's Lucky?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not a Guy Wilson yet.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that. Karen, I know, has things to say.
Sometimes I wonder if there's like a temp agency for soap actors, and that's how they get like these.
There may be. I don't know. It's an interesting request. I will say that. Danny and Rocco try to find Cyrus because Danny wants to confront him about killing his mother, and they see a picture of him in the background of Charlie's on Kai Taylor's Instagram post. And
do they actually call it Instagram, or is it called something else?
I don't know what it's called. I think it's My Face or something like that. Yeah.
I think gays used to call Facebook Face Place.
Yeah. So at Charlie's Pub, we have Christina there. We have working. We have Lucky there working. We have Elizabeth there. We have Kai, Emma, Gio, and Trina there as well. And Danny bursts in and confronts Cyrus about killing his mother. And that was a great moment.
Danny did it?
Yeah, young Danny showing that he's a lot like his dad.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a great scene. It was really good. So Jason then arrives because he finds out from Rocco that Danny went to confront Cyrus. So he goes and Charlie. I was about to say Floating Rib. Floating Rib's been gone for a long time. I don't know that right now. But Charlie's Pub. Jason bursts in and threatens Cyrus and tells him to get away from his son, and then later threatens to kill him. Which they are setting up some good things for that, I think, for sure.
Is the Floating Rib the Haunted Star? Is it all the same?
No, the Floating Rib. Cyrus actually destroyed the Floating Rib and that's what was an explosion. That's how Lulu ended up in the coma, like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so after the confrontation with Cyrus, Jason takes Danny home, and he and Sasha explain to him about what they're doing with the baby, and that Jason's not really the father, but would be in Sasha's best interest if everyone thought that he was. So Danny agrees to keep quiet about this. Back at Charlie's Pub, Trina goes upset about Cyrus's present, and Kai steps in for his lady.
Karen's eye
I love
rolling so hard.
Also, Lucky and Liz discuss Cyrus after everyone leaves, and they share a dance as Cyrus looks on from outside the window menacingly. And Jonathan Jackson is still playing Lucky at this point.
Okay.
Yes. I'll let you know when he comes in.
Was that the end of the week?
That's the end. I think it was the end of the first or second episode of the first week. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll talk about Jocelyn for a little bit. Jocelyn is working at Bobby's, and Chase comes in to question her about being in Cyrus's apartment or motel room, or I'm not sure which it was. And then Lulu is there, and she offers to help Jocelyn fill in at Bobby's. I can never get used to it being Bobby's. I know it was Kelly's for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
50, okay.
Was it always Kelly's or like?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rose Kelly's timing.
Rose Kelly, yes. Mm-hmm.
It was Pat Kelly, her husband.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. So Lulu fills in for Jocelyn while Jocelyn goes to the police station to answer some questions, and the super identified Jocelyn as the person that was lurking around Cyrus's apartment, and then Anna is forced to place her under arrest. Also, Lulu is not doing very well at Bobby's. She's messing everything up. Things are burning. She can't keep track. And this is just a little note. If you don't know how to work in food service, don't do it. Personal
Don't offer to cover if you can.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's really not. And then Dante comes in and agrees to give Lulu a hand, and I like this moment. It was really fun. And then Dante starts laughing, and he says it's the first time that he's laughed since Sam passed. So that was really
So
yeah.
Does it seem like the show is gearing for a Lulu Dante reunion?
I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know if they're gonna break out Chase in Brooklyn and switch the couples. I'm not sure what they're doing.
Does Lulu have any other options besides Dante?
I mean, Chase. She has Cody too. Well.
No. Okay.
So there's multiple ways they can go with that.
She has good chemistry with Cody.
She does. Yes, she definitely has good chemistry with Cody. All right. Okay, so let's see, where were we? Okay, so never mind. Sorry, give me a second. I thought I already covered this.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Tracy on? Did she do
okay, so here we are. Nina and Willow are at Port Charles Grill, and they're talking about the divorce and the custody, and Nina wants try to convince Willow to stall because Michael's in Germany recuperating, and she doesn't think it's right. And it looks like Nina is about to confess about her affair with Drew, but she's interrupted by Tracy. And unfortunately, we didn't get that reveal yet, which I was really hoping for. And it would have been nice if Nina actually did confess. I think it would have saved her relationship, but that's never going to happen.
Nina and Drew?
Yeah, Nina and Drew had sex. Well, hate sex, really.
Oh.
Yeah, many times.
Many times.
So, and what thing that really annoyed me about this scene is when Willow was like, well, I think I know what you're about to say. And she was like, well, I think you're seeing Drew the way that I see you. Yes, Karen. And he was like, yes, I see how devoted he is to you. And I'm like, please. Yes, Karen, yes. Okay, so at the Brown Dog, Carly and Brennan run into Lucas and Maxie, and they both lay into him about getting too close. Maxie lays into Brennan, and Lucas lays into Carly about this.
So I don't know if it was this past week or the week that you're discussing right now, but I saw a screenshot that Lucas went on a date.
He did this the next week. Yeah.
This next week, okay.
We're gonna talk about that. I have thoughts about that. Okay, so Maxie offers to set Lucas up on a date. It's time for him to move on. Sonny is on his way back from LA with Natalia, and it turns out he doesn't need surgery. He just needs a pacemaker.
Hold on, rewind. Move on from what, Brad?
Yes, move on.
Didn't they break up like 10 years ago?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Where is Milo? Is he still on at all?
No.
Oh, not Milo. Felix.
Felix is not on at all either. We haven't seen Felix in a hot minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason and Sonny later meet, and Jason fills him in about his trip to Germany, and Sonny also fills him in about his trip to LA. Then Jason gets a call from Anna and has to go to the PCPD, and Anna arrests him for threatening Cyrus very publicly. Okay, so I really wanted to talk to you about this, Karen, the PI and Sasha. We were messaging about this. So Elaine and her dog. Elaine is a PI that Martin hired to investigate Sasha because he thinks that Sasha has dirt on Michael, and he's correct. He does, but she does have dirt on Michael. And Elaine is actually very suspicious of this as well. And Elaine's been following her around, and Sasha's getting very friendly with Mavis, the dog. And then in just not too long later, Felicia meets up with Sasha at Kelly's. I'm sorry, Bobby's. Sorry. I'm never going to stop calling it Kelly's. I'm sorry.
It's been a year.
Just since we're watching 93, it's still Kelly. So
yeah.
It's like the timelines are just go.
Yeah. I could see how that could be confusing.
Yes. Okay, so they meet up at Bobby's, and Felicia tells Sasha about Elaine, that she's a PI and how she works, and how the people that she cozies up to don't even know that she's investigating them. And she takes her and using her dog as leverage. So Sasha decides that she is going to beat Elaine at her own game. And what she does is she meets up with Elaine and her dog at the park, and Elaine gets a phone call from Martin, and Sasha needs to find out who she's talking to because she wants to know who's trying to have her investigated. Okay. So she decides to let the leash of the dog, let the dog off its leash, and it runs away. Elaine runs after it, and then there's a crash.
Oh no! Does the dog die?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Thank God I didn't do that. I was afraid. It turned out Elaine got hurt, but she ended up being okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she ended up being okay. All right, then we'll talk about Molly and Cody being stuck on the roof. Okay. So chemistry test much? Like they keep trying to test this chemistry, and it's like, yeah, Karen, I'm on the same page. I like it, but I'm not sure if I like it. I'm like in the middle here. I love Molly. Molly is one of my favorites, and I think she deserves better than Cody. But yeah, we're in agreement. But one thing that I really enjoyed about the scene is Molly confesses to Cody that she used her influence as the ADA to get a hold of Sam's autopsy report, and they did bond a lot in these scenes, and I did enjoy it. So maybe they'll end up together, but I kind of want Cody with Lulu. I think they have more chemistry, to be honest.
Who is Maxie with, if anybody?
Spinelli.
She's with Spinelli? Okay.
Yeah, she's back with Spinelli. Yeah, which we love.
Last I watched was probably regularly around Bobby's funeral, and
yes,
they were like talking about getting back together, but something stupid happened and she put the brakes on it, and I was like, what?
So Cody gets the idea to throw his jeans off the roof, and it gets Isaiah and Lucas's attention. Then they go up and they rescue Molly and Cody.
Is there like lingering looks like they like each other?
Not really.
Oh,
Not really. I don't know what they're doing with them, to be honest. I mean, we'll see what happens. They've been trying to test Molly with a bunch of people for a couple months already. First it was Dex, then they killed Dex off, and then now it's Cody. And I'm not sure who I would pair Molly with. Like Molly's definitely like deserves somebody. I feel like Molly would be with someone who's polished, who has career driven, like something like that. And that's not Cody.
Cody is Mac's son, right?
Yes.
Who's the mother?
Dominique.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Dominique, before we started the podcast, the 92 podcast when we were watching, Dominique and Mac were involved. They were a couple. And
was that known back then, or
yeah,
is that new
yeah.
information?
They were a couple on the show. Dominique ended up going to some clinic or something, and she could have been pregnant and had a baby while she was gone. But they recast it with the Dominique that we know now. But there was an original Dominique.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how that all worked out.
Okay.
So it's definitely possible. It makes more sense than Sasha being Robert and Holly's daughter.
And what's the story? She gave it up for adoption?
Or she let it be raised as a Belle, Catherine's family.
Oh.
Catherine, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that's why his name is Cody Bell?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Light bulb.
All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna get into Sonny a little bit again. Sonny offers Ava a 60-40 custody split with Avery because of his health issues, and he's keeping this a secret, of course. But Ava ups it to 50-50, and he agrees and gives in, and they're going to split custody of Avery, putting an end to this custody battle. Christina is not pleased when she hears this, and she makes it about her, as usual.
Have they strayed away from even the possibility of Christina possibly being a lady mob boss?
I hope that's where they go, to be honest. I would love that.
I would love it too.
I wish.
Also, I don't know if you guys said it or if I heard it somewhere else, but somebody came up with the theory of Selena Wu and Christina being a couple.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool, actually. I wouldn't. I mean, I didn't know Selena went that way, but hey, why not?
Yeah.
Down. Okay, so we'll go to Lulu and Christina are meeting at Charlie's to discuss Sam. Lulu wants to know more about Sam and Dante's relationship so she can help Dante heal from Sam's death. But Lulu needs to leave because there's a deception meeting about the rare mineral that they need for one of their products. Aaron, you know what the product was? I forget. No? Okay.
Karen's like, I'm probably allergic to it.
So Lucy brings Sidwell in, and Lulu is not too happy to see him because of what happened with Lucky in Africa, and she confronts him about it. And Lucy's like, how dare you go after a potential investor? And I feel like Lucy should have been a lot more understanding about what happened with Lucky, but she's very blind to who Sidwell really is. Meanwhile, Natalia is avoiding Sidwell at all costs. She still could be a little more sympathetic.
So, who is Chris McKenna playing?
Brennan. Jack Brennan.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was he on this week?
Yes, we'll talk about him later. He comes into play a little bit later.
Okay.
We mentioned him a little bit earlier. But, so Natalia is trying to sneak around. She doesn't want to let Sid. She hates it.
She's still on? Jeez.
LaRue is still on with Natalia.
I feel like I never see anybody talk about her. Does anybody even care?
No. No, we don't like Natalia.
Oh.
Poor Eva LaRue. We love Eva LaRue, but we don't like Natalia. All right, so outside in the parking lot, we get the reveal that Sidwell and Natalia were once married, so explaining Natalia's connections to the mob. Because they've been hinting at that for a while.
All the surprises on the show are not surprises.
Right. Okay, so Alexis visits Jason at the PCPD and advises him as his lawyer, and she tells him that she needs to not act on his impulses to kill Cyrus, and she also wants to kill Cyrus, but she's not going to for Sam's sake. So those are great scenes, actually. Nancy Lee Brown killed it in that scene. So then we'll go to Liz maybe Karen remembers or not. Karen, do you remember how Liz got the evidence against Cyrus? Is it just they compiled it? Yes. Okay. How do they compile it?
When they went to Turning Woods.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Gotcha. I remember now. So Liz brings her findings about Cyrus to Anna, and there's enough evidence in there to get him arrested for the Digitalis killings. Meanwhile, Cyrus is at his cabin, I believe, Austin's cabin, and he gets his shipment of Digitalis in, and he fills a syringe, planning to go kill someone.
And he has Dex's medical tag.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Dex's medical.
It's a trophy.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a trophy.
From...
Yeah.
Do we have a motive why he's doing these things?
We will find out. Yeah, we find out this thing. I'll go into that.
But it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. So Sasha then visits Jason at the PCPD, and Mac warns her not to get involved with Jason, just like he did with Robin. And he says, "I didn't like it when Robin was dating him. I don't like you dating him." So Mac's playing dad to Sasha, or uncle. Then Sasha,
good old Uncle Mac.
Yeah. So then Sasha decides, because Willow is there, because Tracy had her car towed at the Quartermaines, Willow's there, she decides she's going to plant a kiss on Jason in front of everyone to show that support her theory that they are together. And this gives Mac migraines, and I thought that was really, really funny.
It was so 1993.
It was, because he was getting the same migraines when Robin started dating Jason.
It was so funny.
It was so funny. It was such a good throwback, too.
It really was.
He didn't get those migraines when she was dating Stone?
Yes, he did.
I think he did, actually.
It was really funny.
I hope we see it when we get to it in 93. Okay, so Drew meets with Curtis, Jordan, and Laura about the Esplanade, and Laura thinks that Drew is up to no good, which he is. All right. Anna releases Jason, but admonishes him not to kill Cyrus. And Jason has to really think about this, though, because he wants Cyrus gone, but he doesn't want to do anything to hurt his son. So he goes to Sam's grave for guidance. Karen, we look like you want to say something.
It's just kill that guy.
Yeah, kill him. Let's get rid of him. Yeah.
Do your job. You're an assassin.
Okay. Meanwhile, Lucky, played by Guy Wilson, arrives at Liz's house, and Aiden is there with his boyfriend Tobias. They're going to be celebrating Valentine's Day together. So cute. Yeah. Okay, so Guy Wilson is Lucky. Let's talk about it. I don't get it.
I didn't watch this.
Couldn't wait a couple days for Jonathan Jackson to be available to film these scenes, because these are very crucial scenes that we're about to talk about. These are very, very crucial. These are scenes we've been waiting for months. And it's very sad that Jonathan was not available for these scenes. I understand things happen, but, it was a letdown. Very disappointing.
Seriously, just air another storyline. And
right.
That storyline.
Yeah. So Lucky and Liz have a really lovely, heartfelt conversation, and they share their first kiss with Guy Wilson as Lucky. That was the most disappointing part of it. First kiss since Lucky has returned. So very disappointed.
I bet.
Yeah. So yeah.
Maybe they'll do flashbacks and they'll reshoot them with Jonathan Jackson.
That would be nice. Please and thank you. Elizabeth finds Cyrus at her door because she was trying to catch Lucky because he forgot his piece of cake that Ayla made. And Cyrus invites himself in, and he, comes at Liz, and he confronts her about, looking into his activities, and he confesses to Liz why he was doing what he's doing. He's basically acting with God to release people that are sick and can't. What did he say? Something about between heaven and hell or something?
Yeah, releasing them.
Yeah, releasing them. Yeah. The reason why he killed Sam and Dex because they got in his way. Sam was
stopped Lulu from dying.
Yeah,
she prevented Lulu from dying, so she had to go because she didn't deliver.
Our friend Matt, a regular contributor to the podcast, had mentioned this was probably like an Angel of Mercy kind of killing thing.
Yeah.
Months ago.
Yeah, and then he also killed Dex because Dex saw him at the hospital when he killed Sam.
So there's like collateral damage also involved.
Yes. So Sam and Dex were definitely collateral damage, and she got in the way of his.
And Liz pretends to agree with him.
Right. And the most surprising part of this was, which I didn't guess, was that he was been trying to kill Lulu for years. And he caused her liver damage.
Really?
Yes.
She was suffering.
She was suffering and she had to go.
She was suffering in a coma?
Yeah. And she thought it was very selfish of her family to leave her like that.
Was it ever said that if Lulu was she on like a ventilator, or was she just asleep?
He actually disabled her ventilator in the hospital, attempting to kill her.
Oh, so she wasn't just like laying in a coma; she was on machine.
Not initially, when her liver failed.
Right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
So after his first attempt to kill her.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't suffering; she was in a coma.
She's just chilling in a coma.
And then he damaged her organs.
He felt that it was his job to make sure she passed because.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's related to her somehow? Am I understanding
her uncle. She's his niece. Laura is Cyrus's sister, biological sister. Laura was adopted.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Leslie had a baby with her professor.
Right.
She gave the baby up. Well, she thought the baby was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then years later found out Laura was alive and got Laura back.
Okay.
And the professor married another woman and had 2 more kids. And then the other kids are Cyrus and Martin.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's hard being the historian with no voice. It's terrible. I'm trying.
She's like, I can only draw so fast.
You're doing great.
I'm doing my best to be entertaining here.
Okay. So that'll bring us to Lucky comes back in, and Cyrus is about to kill Liz with a syringe, and he and Cyrus get into a fight, and then they're going back and forth for a little. This is still Guy Wilson playing Lucky, and Cyrus ends up stabbing him with a syringe in his leg. So Lucky goes down, and Cyrus runs out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then wakes up as Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah.
No, well, he is Jonathan Jackson, but he's unconscious. Yeah. So
Liz is on the phone with the cops, coming in, going, "He got stabbed," and Cyrus makes a run for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take a little break from that. Lucky is rushed to the hospital with Liz going with him. So we'll take a little break from that. We'll do Valentine's Day at the Savoy. Trina and Kai are there. Chase and Brooklyn are there. Chase surprises Brooklyn with a song, which was really sweet. Spinelli was there and playing matchmaker for Lucas in Max's place because she was not able to be there with the deception model named Gunther. He was very hot. Like, I don't know. He was like, I was like, oh, Lucas, here you go. And they sit down and talk, and Lucas just isn't ready. He doesn't. And Gunther was like, well, when you're ready, give me a call. Let me know. He likes Lucas, but Lucas is still hung up on Brad. So he goes and has a drink with Brad, which is, Karen loves this. I don't know. I like Gunther. I think he's hot, but whatever.
Why can't we have a love triangle?
Yeah, we need a love triangle. Why not? Meanwhile, Drew and Will are looking on at the Savoy, being very judgy at Lucas and Brad reconnecting, and they are in no position to judge at all. And I love this scene that's coming up. Curtis is not happy to see Drew there, and he kicks him out, which was great, and I loved it. So Drew decides to bring Willow to his love nest that he bought for him and Willow. Gross. So he brings Willow to his new home that he purchased for himself and Scout, and then he says there's plenty of room for him, for her and the kids, and she wants him to move in. Yes, me too.
So I thought the kids were staying at the Quartermaine mansion.
Well, no, they're staying at Nina's now.
Oh.
They were staying at the Quartermaine, but Will moved out, moved them back to Nina's.
Okay, so that whole thing with Jason not taking the kids.
It kind of the next week that was pretty much a bust.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm. Willow just was like, I'm tired of telling everybody telling me what to do, so she took the kids out.
Did Sonny have a heart attack? Because that scene ended with him grabbing his chest and taking pills.
He never had a heart attack, but he had heart issues.
Okay.
He still has heart issues. That's why he was in LA. He got treatment for his heart condition.
Okay.
Yeah, but it turns out he's going to be fine. You just need a pacemaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Willow says that she's not going to move in with Drew, not at least until Michael's out of the hospital, which I thought that was a good move on her part. I was afraid she was going to say yes, and I was like, no, this is too soon, too much. But Drew surprisingly very understanding, and I thought he was not going to be understanding at all. I thought he was going to be drift into his obsessive behavior again, but he didn't.
And that whole scene was creepy.
It was creepy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. So we'll go back to the hospital. Elizabeth and is in the hospital with Lucky. Lucky is in he's flatlining, and she tells Isaiah and Portia that it is Digitalis. So they rush in to save him, and Jordan and Laura are meeting about the Esplanade, and Anna's there as well. And then she gets a call from Jordan. Who called Laura? It wasn't Liz. It was somebody else. Jordan did call her. Okay, I thought so. Oh, it was Anna and Laura were meeting. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so Anna and Laura are meeting, and then Jordan's at the hospital, and she calls Laura and lets her know that Lucky is in critical condition, and they all rush over to the hospital.
Okay.
And Jonathan Jackson is back playing Lucky at this point.
So there is a cure for this?
There's an antidote. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Isaiah is sure he gave him enough of the antidote for him to actually recover. But it's touch and go for a little while, but Lucky is fine, and he's in stable condition.
Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of where we left off with him.
Did Ethan ever come back to see if he was like a possible donor for Lulu?
He come back, but they mentioned that he wasn't a match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he could be Robert's son, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just saying.
Okay, so Jocelyn goes to the cabin, Austin's cabin, to investigate. This is great. Yeah. So Jocelyn goes to the cabin. She looks through the cabin. She's looking for clues, and she finds all the hospital bracelets of every single person that Cyrus killed, including Sam and Dex. This is what he's keeping as his mementos for his Angel of Mercy killings. So she takes a picture of this.
That's all he has. There's no pictures with like X's over their faces or anything like that.
No, it's just the hospital bracelets.
Okay.
Which is so creepy.
Well, because that's what revenge would do. They would just put an X over their faces.
Right. Yeah. So Cyrus interrupts and he sees her there, and did he have an axe in his hand already, or did he pick up the axe? He picked up the axe. Yeah, he picked up the axe, and he comes to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, who has Dex's gun on her, takes it out and fires 2 shots at him. And Cyrus goes down, and it was a great shot. Jocelyn did a great job, and Cyrus dies.
WSB Joss.
Yes. So she calls Brennan for help, and Brennan is right outside. Chris McKenna.
Okay. Is he a cop?
He's a WSB agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Brennan tells her that she needs to erase this from memory. He's going to cover this up for her, and she cannot tell anybody about this. So that's exactly what she does.
Do you think they would do a romance between those two, or is he too old for her?
I think he's way too old for her.
Okay.
He's with Carly. He's with her mom.
Well, that's not a thing. That's a problem.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Carly stole Tony from her mother, so
that is true. The history repeating itself.
Karen's like, Karen can't draw fast enough.
Okay, so meanwhile, Jason goes to make peace with Drew at his new house, and Drew is not on board. He does not want anything to do with Jason. Jason is pleading with him to take Sam's feelings into consideration, and Drew does not care. So he's going to do his best for Scout, and it doesn't mean keeping her and her brothers together. So Drew's an asshole. Yes, me too. Let's see. Brooklyn finally confesses to Chase about giving up a baby for adoption when she was a teenager, and Chase is very understanding about it.
This is the one with Dante?
Yes. But he does not know that Dante is the father yet.
Oh, it's official.
Oh, yeah. Lois and Brooklyn have talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is the father. Dante was the father.
Now, adoption, like a real adoption, or they know where the baby was the whole time? Like Cody.
They know where the baby was the whole time because Lois gave it to relatives.
Brooklyn doesn't know.
Brooklyn does not know, yes. Lois knows where the baby is.
Oh, okay.
Brooklyn does not know that Gio is her son.
It's supposed to be.
That's right. Gio's the baby, right?
Yes.
It was supposed to be closed, and then Lois gave the baby to a relative. Then the relative died young, and Gio still got raised by the whole family.
Oh, so Gio is Sonny's grandson?
Yes. Sure is. So Brennan tells Jocelyn that he wants her to become a WSB agent, and Jocelyn's very surprised by this. I think she'd be great, personally.
I'm not. I called it like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Check the predictions on Patreon.
I remember. Tracy, you know what? I want to comment about that. I feel like Emma should be the one that's going to be in the WSB, given that she's Anna's granddaughter. But it's
so far, Emma sucks.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't do anything yet.
This version of Emma is not that great. We didn't talk about Emma, but she was trying to get Jocelyn to get involved in her animal cruelty cause. And
who's Emma?
Emma's Robin's daughter. Robin and Patrick.
Oh, Robin and Patrick, right? Oh, they aged her, right?
Yeah.
I like the little girl. Well, she's not little anymore. She's like 19. But
yeah, this version of Emma's not what we're used to. I feel like Emma, we all think Emma is like very like rainbows and sunshine and fun, and this one is not like that at all. She's very
boring, or is she like depressed?
She's very negative and very angsty.
Okay.
not what
Is
we're
she an
eating.
adult or is she a teenager?
She's in college. She's a PCU.
Okay.
She transferred to PCU because she got kicked out of school out west. I forget.
So, like, what age group is she in as far as
Joss and Trina's age group.
Oh, they did that. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's like Nicholas's, because her and Nicholas were the same age.
Spencer.
Brett.
Yeah, she's a Brett. Tracy gets Sasha to admit that Jason is the father of her baby, and she wants to know what her intentions are as raising him or the baby as a quarterling. So,
do you think if they recast Nicholas that they would try to do that romance with Emma and him that they did when they were kids?
You mean Spencer?
Spencer. Who did I say?
Yeah. Nicholas.
Oh, yeah, I meant Spencer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel like they'll reunite Trina and Spencer. Because everyone loved them together. They're very popular. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, and then the end of the week, I think we're pretty much done. Lucky has been revived, and yeah, what am I missing? Lulu and Brooklyn's confrontation. That's what I'm missing. Okay, so Lulu and Brooklyn have a confrontation at Deception because Lulu was very rude to the guy that owns the rare mineral that they use for their product, whatever product that is. And they go back and forth about it, and then Lulu makes a jab about her being able to have children. She'll be pregnant any day, and Brooklyn's of course very hurt by this because Chase is barren and cannot have any kids. Sterile. Sorry. Thank you.
Why is he sterile? Did something happen?
I'm not sure why. He just can't.
He just is. Okay.
Yeah, he just is. Mm-hmm. But so then Dante fills Lulu in about Chase and Brooklyn's problem. She feels really bad about it.
You shouldn't have said that. Chase told him that in confidence.
She did. I agree. She should not have. He shouldn't have Lulu that.
It's gonna get thrown in her face.
I agree. And next time they confront each other, it's gonna be thrown in the face, and it's not gonna be good. But I mean, that's pretty much it for those 2 weeks. Anything I missed?
So Jonathan Jackson is back.
He is.
Is he conscious? Conscious.
Not yet. No, he is. He's still unconscious, but he is stable.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But poisoned.
Yes.
But stable.
Well, he gave him the antidote, so I think he's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Liz should kiss him and wake him up like Cinderella. Or Sleeping Beauty.
It made up for the fact that Guy Wilson was playing Lucky when they first kissed for the first time.
So, like, did you see the reactions online? Like, what was the temperature with that? Were people pissed? Like,
no, people weren't happy. Like, yeah,
they didn't like it.
No one liked it.
But they hate everything.
Yeah, I think we would all prefer it if they waited till Jonathan Jackson was available. So.
Right. I saw people saying, why couldn't they get Greg Vaughn back for a couple of days?
Well, my mom.
I thought it would be cute if Greg Vaughn or Jacob Young filled in for him while he was gone. That would have been really cute, really good for.
Oh, maybe that's where I saw it. Maybe I saw it in the group chat. Maybe I didn't see it online.
Me and Karen were talking about it in the group chat, so maybe that's what it was. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap this up, but please join us on Patreon. We have 2 clips of the week to watch. So the nominees for the first week that we're going to cover are Rick and Ava Kiss, Danny confronts Cyrus, and Max Migraines returns. Nominees for week 2 are Elizabeth and Cyrus's confrontation, Jocelyn shoots Cyrus, and Curtis kicks Drew out of the Savoy. So please join us on Patreon where we're discussing speculation and watching clips of the week. So we will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.